up, motherfuckers? What up? What was that thing you did? No, in the last
Crunch
video.
Your head.
Crunchy.
Crunch your head. Crunch, crunch.
Crunch your head.
Crunch your head.
Crunch your head.
Crunch your head. Crunch, 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 crunch your head. Crunch.
He's so
Crunch your car. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch your car. Somebody knows what I'm talking about eventually. I didn't make it up. I crunch your head. Crunch, crunch, crunch your car.
Okay, we're back for a story time after we talk about crunch your head. Crunch, crunch. If anybody knows what we're talking about, leave it in the comment section. No. Leave it in the comment section what we're talking about.
Crunch your head. Just close one eye. Crunch somebody's head. Crunch, crunch. Crunch your head.
Look at that old store.
Man, was she taking her clothes off?
She's gonna get freaky with him, yeah. All right.
Up and down.
It's a story time of when my motorcycle got stolen by this kid.
The
Okay.
law should do something. Moral story is the law should be doing something about shit like this.
Yep. So we come in from a day of we've been riding our motorcycles all day long. All day.
And we're gonna ride them the next day, so
We was gonna ride them early that morning, so
Yeah.
we didn't want to pull them out, have all the noise of pulling it out of the garage because it's already loud enough. His motorcycle's loud as fuck. Like it sounds like I can literally feel the ground rumble. Like if I'm sitting like it's a yard sale. I can feel the ground rumble when he starts his motorcycle up. But anywho, that's besides the point. So we parked him out in front of the house. And it wasn't even late, is the thing about it. So we got called out for a run,
about 10 o'clock.
about 10, and I walked back. Did we leave and come back?
No, we
walked out, and I looked, and I was like,
My motorcycle gone.
I said, what the fuck's my motorcycle? I said, what'd you do with it? Like thinking he done did a, pulled a joke on me or some shit, moved it and was trying to have me worried or whatever. So I kept asking him, where's it at? Like, don't quit playing. He was like, I didn't have it. Seriously, I didn't. This is my favorite, by the way. But anyways, and so I was like, telling him to quit playing. Where's my bike? So I pulled my phone out like I was gonna call the police, thinking that he was gonna be like, okay, it's on the side of the house or whatever. So I pulled the phone out and I was like, look, I'm calling 911. And he didn't get no reaction. So then I knew the motherfucker is really gone. Excuse my language. The motorcycle is really gone. And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody took my bike. So
Call the police, they come out.
yeah, we called the cops. They came out.
Made a report.
Go ahead. Go. Go, baby.
Made a report and said it was very unlikely that we would get it back.
We called the insurance company, and we did not get full coverage on the motorcycle. Like, we only pay like...
We had full coverage, we just didn't have theft.
Yeah, we didn't have... It wasn't full coverage on it. Okay, well... And it didn't cover theft, so they was like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. And then, not to mention, the bitch tried to get us to keep the insurance on the bike. Why would I keep the insurance on the bike if you're not covering theft? And you get the point. Why would I continue to keep it there? So, a day went by, and I start posting signs up. Like,
We called a couple people.
Called a few people. I start posting signs up and called a few people, and like, if you know who took my if you know who got my motorcycle, I'm giving a reward out. If you tell me who took my motorcycle and show me where it's at, I'll go in there and get it, but show me legit proof that you know where my motorcycle's at. So, as we're posting a sign up, a lady walked up to us and was like, hey, my neighbor, I think that motorcycle's in my neighbor's driveway. She was like, my neighbor's garage. He's a badass teenager, but it's in the neighbor's garage. She was like, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump over the fence, and I'm gonna go make a video and show you that it's in there, and I'm gonna bring it back to you and show you the video. And I'm like, all right, well, you gonna do that then? She come back, like, literally, what is she going about? 10 minutes, she come back with a straight up video of my motorcycle in there, and wires cut up, ignition banged out, and so they brought it back.
She didn't want to be involved.
Yeah, she didn't want to be involved in it, so she was like, you know, she didn't want us to tell her whatever. She didn't even want the reward money. She's had issues with stuff being stolen with him next door. She wanted him locked up.
Yeah.
She wanted him locked up and gone and something taken care of.
The boy's dad's gone, and his mom's in the hospital with cancer.
Yeah, his mom was dying of cancer, and the boy's daddy was gone. His brother lived in the house with him as well. His brother was pretty decent.
Yeah.
So I went to the house. I went in the house. I got my gun, and I was like, we going to this little motherfucker's house. I want my motorcycle.
And then I was like, well.
So I wanted to go knock on the door and get the bitch myself. Fuck the police. That's what I wanted to do. And my husband was like, no, that's not the correct way. You know, you need to make sure that you call the police and have them to go over there to do it, because what if it could have been a bad situation, you know? Because if I probably want to smack the kid around or something. Just because, you know, I would have been in jail, because I would have wanted to put my hands on somebody else's child. So, I mean, my husband and my dad both. My husband and my dad was with me. So we pulled up in front of the house.
Then call police, make sure he wasn't leaving.
Yeah, we pulled up in front of the house, and like we was a few houses down just sitting there from where he lived at, just to make sure he didn't leave, or the motorcycle didn't come out, or nothing like that. You know, just make sure, y'all know, just staking that shit out. So, I seen him, the police got there, and I seen him ride up the street on a I seen somebody ride up the street on a moped, slow down in front of the house, but then took off. So I chased him down in my car. I was trying to chase the little kid around, and his brother was like, he's already riding around in a stolen Charger, riding around in a stolen Charger now as we speak, like, you know, basically saying, you know, he's bad, and there's basically too much to handle for them. The child is out of control. So as I'm going and trying to chase the kid down in my car, he's on a moped, a stolen moped at that. He's on a moped. My husband's over there with the police looking at my motorcycle. Well, the police, didn't he tell you not to go back there? They would go back there and check it out first?
Yeah.
They had him sit out there and sit out front, and then wanted him to describe what our bike looked like.
I gave him the serial number.
Yeah, gave him the serial number and all that crap. And so I'm very thankful for the cops, you know, that they went and got it. So, long story short, my motorcycle was in the garage. So the cop was like, well, what did she say? Said that he said that, well, we're not.
We can't charge him for stealing it, because the brother said the guy who's the little brother paid $200 for it, so they just gonna charge him for receiving stolen and issue him a court date to be in jail.
Wasn't even gonna take him to jail or nothing. So about 2 weeks later, we get my motorcycle. Hold on, I'm skipping ahead. So we get the motorcycle back, we get it home, all the wires is busted out of it, and the ignition is busted up, and so, damn, that girl was flying, wasn't she? So, you know, the cop was like, well, get in touch with this detective and they're going to forward you over to a person so that the kid or his parents can take care of the damages on the bike. Well, the man kept bullcrapping around about the detective guy who was supposed to get in touch with us. He never would call, would leave messages, couldn't get in touch with him, whatever. So turn around, and this is probably about 2 weeks later. The kid had done stole a car from.
We've seen it on the news.
Yeah, we seen it on the news. The kid had stole a car from a hospital. Somebody was picking up somebody from the hospital. The person ran inside, left their car running, and the kids took the car and went on a police chase in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he killed himself. Well, he got in a car wreck on the bridge and he died.
Yeah, everybody else in the car with him lived.
Everybody else in the car lived, and he died. Not to mention his mother was sick and dying of cancer. So just all these things that's going on. But what we're trying to say, if the cop would have actually arrested the child, took him to jail, and just let him learn a lesson from the situation, it was a possibility that he could have even been alive, right
Turned his
now.
life around.
He could have turned his life around because he did it, because jail scared him. He had never been to jail. They always slapped him on the wrist like he was on some type of probation or something.
For stealing already.
Yeah, for stealing. But they've never taken him to jail. So what I'm trying to say is, jail may seem harsh, but it really changes people's life. It helps people rehabilitate. That could have saved his life. He could have been alive right now, today, but instead he's a 15-year-old kid, and he's dead.
Well, we're at for stealing or something small like that. If you're juvenile, that's all you get is probation. They won't arrest you. They'll make you go to court, make your parents come to court, and give you probation. That's it.
But sometimes you got to give your children tough love, so that they can actually learn that's what's up. That's not the way that you got to be a productive adult in this world. You can't run around stealing from folks and doing these things. If that's what he just needed, some type of. It's sad. He needed some tough love.
The brother said he couldn't control him. The Bob's in the hospital. The dad's guard. So the cop or the state should have actually done something with the kid.
A long time ago.
There was nobody to take care of it. He was just running wild.
And I know it's probably hard on a lot of parents that has out of control children. I'm sure that it's difficult, and I'm not blaming them in any way of any sort, the parents, but what I'm saying is I think that the state, the cop, they should have arrested him and taken him to jail and let him learn the lesson from this situation, or he would have never been in jail.
No.
He would have never been dead now.
They didn't.
God rest his soul.
Gave him a court date, and what'd he do? Go right back to stealing cars and stuff, and lost his life.
Yeah.
It's sad.
So, like I said, this was just a story time to tell a situation, but also, any parents that's going through children that is out of control, I feel bad for you guys. I give you hands down. Good luck with whatever you're going through. But I think now, these kids need tough love, maybe even an ass whooping right now these days and times.
We've had
these kids are bad.
Just the other night, from teenagers, 5, 6 shootings in 24 hours.
Yep. And they teenagers. So, pray for your city, your state.
Shot a 10-year-old girl flubber party up.
Yeah, pray for your city, your state, and just hopefully, things will change and get better. But more of what I was trying to say is just he needed a little bit of tough love in his life. He probably had a lot going on being his mother was passing. But that's a quick little story time. I will talk to you guys later. We were doing some major things too one day. Bye, y'all. Talk to y'all later. See you later. Oh, and I still ain't forgot about the story. I got another story time too for y'all too. Bye.